bats in the cave?
Yeah,
Looks like.
Look at the pictures. Those are the bats. Look at those ears.
It's a game. It's coming closer to you, Nina. I know. It's right here. No way. Oh, it's a demon. It's so cute. It's like so close to me.
See, my dad does that. He makes voices.
So close to us. Hi. Hi. That little cute. I can't believe we were so close to that little cute chipmunk. Wait, don't go. I want someone said they touched the chipmunk before and it didn't.
Now it's filming. Okay. Show me that one that had all the holes.
Why the heck wasn't it filming? Okay, this is the one that has all the holes, and I like it because it's like all bumpy.
Huh.
It feels really good.
I wonder what those are. It looks like some type of coral. Okay. This, I don't know. Is it a shark tooth?
I want to hold this. If you drop it and break it, I'm gonna
That's
scream.
like a shell?
What is
Look at that.
Wow. Wait, look at this one.
Wait. Let me see. Don't move it.
This one doesn't have any. What is this one? Oh.
Oh wow, beautiful. Look at that. Tenemos que caminar 444 escalones. 1800, no recuerdo si son pies, algo así, en una sola dirección. Es precioso, miren lo que es esto. Fíjense, wow. Bueno, este video va a estar combinado entre español e inglés. Allá adelante va mi familia. Unas formaciones preciosas. Me imagino que adentro ya hemos estado en una cueva en Great Basin National Park en Nevada, que tienen estalactitas y estalagmitas también. Se llaman Leham Caves. Son preciosas, así que esperamos que vamos a encontrar algo precioso también acá. Acá viene nuestro guía. Acá estamos llegando, hay gente que está esperando y gente que ha salido de las cuevas. Acá está Minnetonka Cave, cuevas de Minnetonka.
At least the mask is going to warm our face.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's my long.
Ready to get started. We can scoot on up here.
Maybe warm.
You can feel the cold coming out.
I don't. Maybe because I'm so warm. It's also very stinky in this dirt.
Stinky. But you know,
Really quick, I just want to introduce myself to all of you. My name is DJ. So if you guys have any questions along the way, feel free to ask. Just a couple of rules before you head on inside. First is regarding the face masks. So face masks need to stay over your nose and your mouth the entire time inside the cave, exactly like they are right now. I'm going to warn you, going up and down as many stairs as we do, even without the face mask, it would be pretty hard to breathe. With the face mask, it makes it a little harder, and your natural instinct when you start breathing heavy is to try to rip it off your face. please, please, please don't do that. We will be stopping in every room, and I'm going to be talking, and I tend to blabber on a little bit sometimes, so you should get a chance to catch your breath. If you need any extra time, don't be afraid to ask. Second rule of the cave, and this is by far the most important rule of the cave, do not touch any of the rocks or formations while we're inside. This is what we call a living cave. That means our rocks actually grow. I know that sounds weird. I'll explain it when we get in there. And if you touch any of them, you can kill them. And we really, really don't want our rocks to die. So everyone, please keep your arms and legs inside the ride at all times. Don't swing your hands out and touch stuff. And then the third and final rule is no food or drink inside the cave, which I can see none of you guys have that, so we should be good there. Does anyone have any questions about rules? Awesome. Okay. Have tons of fun. Take lots of pictures. If you need to use flash, go ahead and use flash. That's totally fine. Okay. Let's get into the fun stuff done. So this cave was discovered about 115 years ago by a man named Edward Arnell, who was hunting for a grouse above our heads up here. A grouse, if you don't know, is like a small wild chicken. He shot one. When he shot it, it fell off this cliff and landed clear down here where we're all standing. Must have been pretty hungry because he climbed all the way down here to get it. I don't think I'd climb down those cliffs for a chicken myself. But when he got down here and bent over to pick it up, he felt this cold breeze coming from the side of the mountain, which I know you can all start to feel on your legs already. If you want to feel what Ed felt, though, just stick your hands down near the ground. It's a lot stronger.
Oh, wow. It's cold.
So
My goodness.
That was pretty weird. I would have thought that was weird, too. So he started digging around right here on what used to be a rock face, and he ended up uncovering a hole about the size of one of our trash can lids. So, it used to be a lot smaller than it is today. He didn't go in the first day, but he came back the next day with some friends, and he was the very first human being to ever go inside a Minnetonka cave. We do give him that credit because as far as anyone can tell, there's no sign of Native American life inside the cave, so no cave paintings, no smoke stains on the ceilings, no pottery, nothing like that. But that is it for out here. Any questions before we start in? Okay, let's go. One quick warning before we start down the stairs. These were made a very long time ago, and they're carved out of stone, meaning they're not as uniform as you're used to with stairs today. Please be super careful. Hold on to the handrail. Watch your step, and we should be good to go.
Nice. Oh, wow. Little is stinky.
That'd be pretty cool.
Nena, do you need help? Do you need my...
Oh, muddy. Oh, thanks.
Come on.
It's okay. We wash our feet.
Just be careful then, okay?
Okay.
Really?
At the cabin or something.
Oh. You need a hand up?
That's an old door.
Come on, come on.
There you go.
Just be careful.
I'll sit back with you.
Come on.
Put your hand in your sweatshirt. The cool. You can put your hand in your sweater.
Rosé, lleva a la nena porque si no, no puedo filmar y... No, you need to wait for her. Go with mommy. Just be careful. Oh wow, look at that. Can be slippery too.
Yeah. Even right here.
Oh.
Mommy, sometimes for grown-ups, didn't I already know the rules?
Oh, no, it's good for everybody to know the rules. Kids and grown-ups.
Oh, nice. Look at that. It's beautiful. Oh, wow. So how many... Oh, can we ask question or no?
Yeah, go for it.
How many days took to Edward Arnell, or whatever was the last name, to explore all this cave? How
Honestly, I don't really know. So, Ed, I don't think made it very far in the first
Okay.
time they explored. I don't even know if he ever made it all the way to the back
Okay.
before he got too old to really do the do the hills and stuff in the cave. All we really know about the early days of the cave is what he told a paper interviewing him like 40 years after the fact. So I'm not really sure how much he explored or how long it took him, unfortunately. I'm assuming quite a while.
Yeah, because it's huge.
Okay, so this is our first room. We call this room the workroom. Back in 1939 and 1940, a group called the WPA, or Works Progress Administration, came through. They're the group that put in all the stairs, handrails, and pathways in the cave. We call this room the workroom in particular, though, because they used to leave all their tools and supplies right in this area right here. Just so they have to pack them up and down the canyon every single night. Makes a lot of sense. The WPA, they were a group organized during the Great Depression, just trying to create some extra jobs and help the economy. Did tons of public works projects all throughout the United States. So even if you've never heard of the WPA, I promise you have seen or maybe even used something that they've worked on before, which is pretty cool. But other than that, that's about it. Any other questions in here?
Did you say how long it took to build the stairs?
Oh, great question. So the WPA, they were in here from September-ish of 1939 until June of 1940. So it was only around 9 months that they were working on the cave, which is pretty impressive.
Only 9 months.
Yeah.
So, when you were up there,
Mhm.
how did you how can you explain us if we touched rocks, why do they come dead?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, to explain that, I kind of have to explain how the rocks grow. So, the rocks grow when water drips from the ceiling, carrying minerals in it, like little chunks of rock. And those minerals that it's carrying, they'll stick and they'll start to stack up on top of each other. And when we touch them, the oils in our skin, they clog up all the little pores and openings in the rock, so the minerals don't have anywhere to stick anymore, and they just slide off the sides. It's kind of like if you took a Lego brick and chopped off all the studs on top. That's kind of what we do when we touch them, if that makes sense.
We should all have guns of steel after this.
After bicycling.
After bicycling and all the stairs.
What do you mean we shall have what?
Guns of steel.
What's that mean?
And the butt muscles have been there.
It's really slippery up here.
What'd you say, Doug?
It's really slippery.
Oh, yeah.
There's lots of water.
Oh, look. Now it's... Look. We're getting close to...
Oh, that looks so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at
Why are you guys so late?
that.
I don't think so. Whoa. Yeah, actually, no, whoa. Do not touch the big round sky.
Do you know what that one's called?
What?
Stalagmites.
Okay, so this is our next room. We call this room the display room. As you look around in here, you're going to see a bunch of our different cave formations or growing rocks on display in here. First up is on the ceiling. You can see these little icicle-like formations hanging down.
Yeah.
Those are called stalactites. And an easy way to remember that is a stalactite hangs tightly to the ceiling. Down on the ground, we've got these big tower-like formations coming up. Those are stalagmites. An easy way to remember that is stalagmites might reach a ceiling someday. Right back here, this one reaches from the ground to the ceiling. That's called a pillar or a column. Those typically grow when stalactites and stalagmites meet in the middle. And then the fourth and final type of formation in this room is right above me right here. If you can see this white band. This is called Drapery Ribbon or Cave Bacon. The reason we call it cave bacon is because when the light's up behind it, it's going to glow a lot like bacon fat. The main mineral that makes up these formations, especially this strip of bacon right here, is calcium or calcite. If you don't know, calcium's in milk and in your bones. But a lot of spots in this bacon, you're going to see these little red stripes in them as well. The red is coming from iron, which we all know when iron hits oxygen and water, it rusts and turns red. So keep your eyes out for all of these formations in the cave, especially these strips of bacon right here. But are there any questions in here?
Making me hungry.
I'm not sure why they didn't put the path or the handrails in front of that.
Alright,
But they
keep your
didn't.
eyes out, problems. What do we call them? What? Stalactites come from the ceiling, and stalagmites are the ones that go up. Yep. Put them in your pocket. The what?
Wow.
Oh, the thing coming from the ceiling. Yeah. I couldn't remember what you called those. Oh yeah, the ice cream. The little ones.
Come on.
It does kind of.
Oh wow. Look at that.
Maybe back some there.
We're going up. Estamos subiendo. Ya llevamos un buen rato caminando. Look at that. That is so cool.
I'm not talking anymore right now because my breath. Mom, I found some. Look, I found some.
What are the ones that grow up?
You can lean against the handrail if you want. But sitting, I don't know about that. Okay, so this is our next room. This room's a little bit different than the previous two. We call this room the Dwarf Kingdom. We actually have all 7 dwarves from Snow White and 7 dwarves in here. So if you'll follow my laser, I'm going to show you each one. This is our first one right here. You can see his lower lip comes up into a frown right there. That's Grumpy. Right next to Grumpy, this one's hiding in the shadows because it's shy. That would be Bashful. This one has big droopy eyes and a blanket hanging down on this side. That's Sleepy. This guy, he's got a long runny nose and a booger hanging out right at the bottom. That's Sneezy. This one right here, the light is really bright on it, so I'm going to point my laser right below it. If you can see my laser, it's right, and now it's above it. So the one with the light shining on it, it's kind of dumb. It's like waterfall on his head. It's a little bit of a dope. That's Dopey. This one, standing on his head, you can see his feet up in the air, beard poking up right here, big smile on his face because he's doing a handstand. This is Happy. And then last but not least, our leader out front, you can see his top hat and his nose sticking out right there. That's Doc. Just a little bit more about Dopey. He's actually the only dwarf still growing out of all 7. Not that the others are dead, they're just dormant. So if you were to come back here in a couple thousand years from now, there's a chance that Dopey might end up being our tallest dwarf, which is pretty cool. You're all invited back, by the way. One more thing in this room, if you look at the back of this room, you can see 3 really large formations standing right in a row. They're all 3 connected right at their base, and together they make up the biggest formation in all of Minnetonka Cave. They're also the oldest formation in the cave, and they're the most famous. So if you've seen any type of promotional material about the cave, even down to like our little magnets up top at the booth that you can buy, that's probably the formation that you've seen, which is pretty cool. And that is it for this room. Any questions in here? Okie dokie, let's keep on going.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Oh, he's waiting for us now.
Maybe I can work my hoodie off.
It's tricky, like that.
Now I'm like, I'm about to sweat.
One more hand.
It's 40-degree weather.
Yeah, look at this room.
Oh wow. Thank you, Johnny.
Drapery Ribbon.
Okay, so this is our next room. We call this room Soda Straw Ceiling. And if you look above your heads back there, I bet you can guess why. All those little baby stalactites hanging down. We call them babies. That might not be the right word to use. Stalactites are the fastest growing formations in the cave, and they only grow about ½ an inch every 100 years. So
Oh wow.
even though those are small, they've been there for a very long time. They're called soda straws though, because if you look at some of the bigger ones over here, you can see that they're actually hollow in the middle. That's kind of tough to see back there. But these ones are pretty obviously hollow. That just occurs because as the formation is growing, water comes down the middle and doesn't allow anything to solidify or harden on the inside, leaving that hollow tube behind. And then one last thing in this room, and this isn't officially part of the tour, I just think it's really cool, and I can show it when we've got small groups like this. Right here, we have a very special rock.
Wow.
So, calcium, when it's really, really pure, is slightly translucent. You saw that with the bacon back there, how I could shine my light through it. Well, this is another example of that. If we get it really close,
Oh, that's so cool.
it
Look at that.
glows. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It looks like the amber from Jurassic Park with the mosquito in it, which is pretty cool. Okay, awesome.
Nice.
Let's keep
That's
going.
cool.
Do you have a chance to film?
We
Yeah.
saw.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Sorry, I was in the middle. I realized I was in the middle of the.
Whoa, that one's like a super
Oh wow! Look at that.
You won't be able to see it unless.
I got it. I didn't touch it. It looks like we're coming to an end here. Oh no, we're in here. Still a lot more. Look at all the rocks that's gone. Pretty good. Oh gosh, maybe like one of us tall people could bump our heads here.
You will, because the look I still feel my chicken is drive over there.
Nice. Oh, be careful.
Family.
Yes. Slippery.
It slipped a little bit.
Wait, look at that bent one. That
Nice.
one's bent. It looks so cool.
Huh? What? Yeah. Huh?
I didn't know if this was the thing.
No. I'm pretty sure this is like halfway.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Halfway.
Huh.
If that.
Oh,
That's a pretty big cave.
Yeah, mine is cool.
Good. Nope, I took my sweater off.
trails. growing on this bar. I see the bugs.
Go with mommy, Nena.
Whoa.
It's just cold in here, you know, like hiking in a hot mountain cave. Yeah.
It's really hot.
One second.
Guys, come here.
Mom, what's that big thing?
Rosie, turn around.
Turn around, Nena. Nice. 1 second.
And thumbs up for this video.
Cool. Thank you.
Because
Cool.
oh, these are also cool.
The rock bicycles.
They're rock bicycles.
Wow, it's amazing.
He said the rocks look silly.
Whoa, you are big. Whoa.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Big room, huh?
Wow.
Yuppie duppie.
Oh, what's on that rope?
Oh, look. What?
It's like bones.
They are bones.
Jack's look.
So, somebody bring the dinner here.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Looks like KFC. Okay. So this is the biggest room in the cave. We call this room the ballroom. From end to end is 100 yards, which is an entire football field from end to end.
Wow.
And from the highest point up on the ceiling, clear up there, to the bottom of the stairs over here is 90 feet, which is almost an entire basketball court from end to end.
Wow.
Really, really big room, and this is all natural as well. There was no enlarging or excavating done in here, which is pretty incredible. Another thing, if you look up on this rock, all of you have already seen it, but you're going to see this neatly stacked pile of bones. Those bones come from a porcupine. And I know that sounds really weird, but clear back in 1912, a group of Boy Scouts came to the cave. When they got inside, they found 2 porcupines. They say one was dead and one was alive. They are Boy Scouts. We don't know how true that actually is. But because of them, the original name of the cave was Porcupine Cave. It's called that for a long, long time until it was eventually changed to Minnetonka, which it is today, obviously. And Minnetonka is a Native American word that means falling water. So if you haven't felt or seen the falling water yet, I promise you, you will as we continue on. And if you get dripped on, which I'm sure at least somebody's been dripped on already, we call those cave kisses, and that means the cave really likes to see you. Okay.
So the Minnetonka is a Shoshone name or what tribe?
So I thought it was Shoshone, but
Uh-huh.
it's not. I don't know what tribe it is necessarily. I'm assuming it's probably Sioux,
Okay.
because they were up primarily in like the northeast by like Minnesota and Michigan.
Right.
And there is actually another Minnetonka cave and Minnetonka Falls in Minnesota.
Oh, really?
I'm assuming it's a Sioux word, but I don't know why they would pick a word that's from clear across the country for this cave. I don't know. I just know that it's not Shoshone because I got told one day pretty angrily that it wasn't Shoshone. I mean, it was perfectly mistaken, and I understand why they're upset, but yeah. I felt pretty bad. Okay, one more thing in this room. If you look up on the ceiling right there, you will see our largest strip of cave bacon in the cave, 20 feet long, 18 inches wide. Because that's our biggest piece of cave bacon, we call it Kevin bacon. Yeah, it's a pretty bad joke, I'm sorry. Okay. So we're going to walk about 200 feet, and then we're going to hit the largest continuous staircase in the cave. There's 71 stairs from top to bottom. They're very steep, so please be super careful. Hold on to a handrail. You probably won't slip or even trip because they're metal. They're not stone, so they're not nearly as slippery. But please hold on, because if you fall, it will not be a fun way down. So be super careful, and let's go.
Okay, okay.
I don't know if we'll actually get to see that.
Oh my
because
gosh.
they sleep all day, and most of them actually go outside for the summer. Most of them are in the cave, so we don't get to sleep or anything.
No, Harry, no, Johnny, no. You need to grab
Yep.
Yeah. And also I need to do the same. Oh wow. Oh wow, look at this. So cool. Sorry. Oh wow, that is deep. Hi there.
They say it's 77 steps.
Oh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Oh my gosh. 23. Ooh, look at that. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31,
Are you coming? You want to go quicker?
33, 34, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 46, 47, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73.
Wait.
So how much did you say?
I thought it was 71.
No, 73. Sorry, you're wrong.
I mean, I honestly don't know. Like I said, I've never counted them, so I
Okay.
don't know for myself.
I count 73, so I can be wrong.
Do you have a question?
Yeah, what? Why is there like a piece of metal right there?
So it's an extra stair. A lot of times after a while, the stairs will just get worn down and we need to replace them. And it's easier to just carry all of them in at once and leave them in here than just carry one at a time. So that one's just one extra one that we brought in.
Hello.
Red room. Yep.
No, it's got a red light.
Imagine if this was the iron system. That means they might get some of the iron.
Stairs are gonna be the easy one back out.
Yeah. It's not until the bottom until people start to really realize they've got to climb back up.
Yeah.
Okay. So that big staircase that we just climbed down, we call it the Stairway to Heaven. Meaning, if you used to be in heaven, you came all the way down here, and now you're surrounded by a bunch of red lights. That puts you in the opposite of heaven down here. We call this room the Devil's Kingdom, and inside the Devil's Kingdom, we have a room called the Devil's Office underneath these big rocks right here, and it drops 40 feet below where we're standing. We won't go into it as a tour. It's a pretty extreme climb. The only way to get into it is this way. It goes about 5 to 6 feet back, and then it drops. But if you come up here on your right side, there's a little window, and you should be able to see all the way to the bottom, right here.
Have you ever climbed it?
Yeah, I've done it twice.
Oh, cool. Gosh, I can see it.
Yep. There's a light down there.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see the bottom.
Oh my goodness. That is really okay. I need to turn the.
phone in there, because if you drop
Oh wow!
That wouldn't be fun to fish a phone that down.
So do you been over there?
Yeah, I've been down there twice.
So do you been in the devil office?
Yeah.
Or can we do that?
You know, I think it'd be really cool if they did allow like spelunking tours that they let people go off path. But because of the liability if someone were to fall and get hurt, I don't think that will ever happen. Because that drop right there, it's a pretty difficult climb. I think a lot of people would fall. Okay, can you be my group leader for a minute and take everyone to right there? Perfect.
Oh wow!
I can hear the water. It's dropping right now.
Okay, so this room is called the treasure room. If you look down here where all the water is falling and all the lights are shining, you will see a formation that looks like a bunch of gold coins stacked up. That formation is called dripstone or travertine. It's super rare inside of caves because it needs water to fall on it all year long at about this same speed in order to grow. So the spot above our heads right here and the spot down to our left that we're about to walk to do drip all year long at this same speed because they happen to be right underneath our men's and women's bathrooms. No, I'm just kidding. There's a pond up there or something.
That is not funny.
The reason so much water is able to come through right here is because of the size of the cracks on the ceiling. There's some pretty big cracks right above us. The real one we want to talk about though is on the back side of this room. We're actually about to walk underneath it. That's not just any crack, it's actually a sliver of the Temple Ridge fault system. So we are about to walk underneath the fault line. When you get down to the first middle stair landing, if you look right above your head, you'll be looking right into the middle of it, which is pretty cool. But other than that, that's it for this room. Any questions in here? Okay, let's keep going.
this way or this way?
Let's follow him.
Oh, yeah. I have no idea what's over there.
Yeah.
Back to sit on these rocks.
Like a bit scary.
This is the easy going there. Wait till we have to turn around. Hike back up there. Look at that.
It looks like kind of like a dinosaur bone.
Oh my, there's a lot.
Oh wow! This is amazing. Look at that.
I go sit on my chair.
I didn't plan on coming back, but I was living by myself down in school, and when all the panic fighting started around COVID, like in March, I did change that. It's kind of fun. Yeah, I went 1 year at BYU. Because my dad.
Yeah.
And it was about halfway through the first semester that I realized I'd made a mistake.
I can go away.
Yes.
That one's a bit
Yeah, good. I can do it.
This one's a bit
It's close to clay. So we're under limestone, and when this cave was forming, this room and a couple of the other rooms, they held water in it for a really long time, and it ground the rock up really fine. So it's like a whatever limestone's parallel to sand or clay.
Woo!
Okay, yeah.
So the last time we were in, what did that other path lead to?
It was actually just a dead end.
Oh.
Yeah. Kind of unexciting. But if you look up right here, I can kind of explain why it exists. So can you guys see this rock right here? So that rock, believe it or not, does not belong where it is. It actually fell from the ceiling long time ago. It's huge. When the WPA came through, the original plan for the pathway was to take it that dead end way underneath this rock and wrap it down here where we are. But as soon as they started cutting underneath it, they realized that it was moving. It's kind of unstable because it doesn't belong where it is. So they gave up pretty fast and brought it the other way instead. So that's why that other path exists. Okay, really quick, these stairs that we're about to go down, they're the last stairs in the cave. They're also the most slippery stairs in the cave. Please be super careful going down them. Hold on the handrail. I would also suggest going down sideways because they are a little bit thin. And for instance, I can't fit my whole shoe on top of the stair, and it gives me better footing to go down sideways.
These are small.
Careful, pal. Huh? Keep fighting? Yeah. It's 20 years away. Stop it.
Oh, we have another group over there.
Howdy, howdy.
Howdy.
Howdy, partner.
You all sound like Dave. Dave, I just must not have noticed it. Maybe I expected it from you. Okay, this is true. This is true. Hey, let's head on back.
Come on.
It looks like a beach down here.
Yeah,
How about there?
yeah. It almost feels like I'm sick. Yeah.
Everybody loves a cold day.
Right? With no water.
Yeah.
No water. There's water. There's water. It's just that you just can't see it. Okay, let's keep on going. Alrighty, guys. Only 444 more stairs to go. You ready? Okay, remember if you get tired of stairs, please ask me questions. Okay? So right this way. Yes, so in other words, come up with questions.
What? It's okay. So far, it's so good. I love it. You know, I didn't stop so much.
The cords themselves, like the wiring is, the light bulb. These specific bulbs are LED, and they were put in about 5 years ago. Before that, we used to have like really dim, crappy lights. They were colored, which was really cool, but you couldn't see. Yeah, but for like 30 years, the first quarters, they were all lantern or torch. Yeah.
Everywhere.
Definitely deserves a lot of shape.
I would agree with that.
I well earned it.
Take a picture of you here with the kids.
It's okay. Oh, look like a profile.
What?
Look like profile. Look like a head, nose, chin, and mouth.
Okay, this is our last room. You can go all the way. If you haven't gotten to see this yet, I'll step in through on. There's this spot right here, and this spot right there. Right. Yeah, so obviously we're limited to 9 this year. In the past, we could take up to 30 on one. That has been one of the positive changes that we made this year. I much prefer these small groups. Way better.
Instead of 30 people.
How far more does it go?
Yeah, so we've come 1,800 feet so far. Back there, it'll go another 1,200 feet. So we're only a little over halfway through the cave. I don't know why the WPA stopped the path right here when they're first developing things. But the reason we've never developed further, and probably never will, is because of the bats. So we have around 1,400 to 1,500 bats that sleep in here during the winter. And even though we're not in here in the winter, and they're not in here during the summer for the most part, we still don't want to be in the middle of their habitat disturbing it a bunch like we already have up here. So pretty much going to leave that alone. Plus, I don't know if people could handle another hour to an hour and a half on the floor. I definitely know I couldn't. That'd be a lot. Can you see how cold it is? What does it say?
I got a cave kiss.
It's 40, yeah. So is the connection between this tunnel, or any kind of connection between this tunnel?
Actually,
Like as far as like another opening? Are you talking about another opening or just this cave connecting to a different cave?
No, it's like if this cave is connected by itself.
Oh yeah, so basically, I mean, you can go all the way back just on this left side if you want to. But you could also go to the right. The right is going to loop up and it meets it in the back. Okay, 1 second and I'll answer your question. Hold a pin in it for just a second. Okay, so this is our last room in the cave before we turn around. We call this room the wedding room. If you look up here, we have a bride coming down to meet the groom, form a giant column, and get married. Unfortunately for those two, they probably have the longest engagement of all time. It's going to take at least another 40,000 years for them to meet up. So they have a long ways left to go. And that's if they ever make it to each other at all. Like I was explaining clear back in the soda straw room, stalactites are hollow in the middle. You can still see where this one's hollow right there. Meaning, if there was a big earthquake or something, they don't really have a super strong base and they will break off under their own weight. And if the bride falls at this point, it's going to crush the groom to pieces too. And that's a pretty bad breakup, I think. Okay. What was your question?
Did we pass the devil's office?
Yeah, so the devil's office, I can show you on the way back if you remind me. Okay. Did you have a question?
Yeah. So, wait. I think about it again.
Yeah. Did you have one? Okay. You were just putting the
I
program
was
thing.
thinking about something. I remember it, then sometimes I forgot it.
I'm the same way. Don't worry. Okay. One more thing that we get to do down here, and in my opinion, it's the best part of the course. In this room, we get the option to turn off the lights just for about a minute. They're not super long, and I have something super, super cool to show you in the dark.
A movie.
Couple things in the dark though. One, please hold on to somebody else or to the handrail. It's just gonna be super dark and I don't want anyone to slip and fall. Not that we're gonna be moving around a lot in the dark.
I will stay right here.
That works.
Okay.
And then please make sure all of your lights are off. So anything that can be creating light, please make sure it's covered up or
So
off.
you need to turn off your.
Just for a second.
Okay.
Okay, is everyone ready? They didn't have flashlights. They didn't have these lights. They just had lanterns and torches. Now lanterns aren't super bright, like old-fashioned lanterns. This little light, even though it's small, is way brighter than the lantern. So to kind of give you an idea of what going through the cave with a lantern would be like, those early explorers did. If I cup it like this, that's about what a lantern looks like in the cave. If you can imagine going through the cave like that. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, that's wicked. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you though is over here. So if you guys want to walk towards me. Okay, and then he can scoot up just a little bit. Okay, awesome. So we're going to trade that light for this one. So,
Oh, nice.
this is a black light or UV light. I'm sure you guys have seen these before. They do some pretty cool things. I bet you this Seahawks hoodie right here is gonna be pretty cool in the black and white. Those
Cool.
socks are pretty cool. And the shoes.
Oh wow, look at that shoe.
Oh, look at his shoes right over here. Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Nice.
But the real reason we bring this black light down here is for the rocks. So when you put it up on the rocks, you're
Wow.
gonna see all these different colors coming through. Purple, that's just the light reflecting back onto us. The color we want to focus on is this little strip of green right there. It's not super green, just kind of. Now green is coming from phosphorus, and if you know anything about phosphorus, it actually can capture and hold UV light for a little while, meaning it can be used to make things glow in the dark. And we can do some pretty cool tricks with it. So if we hold this really, really close for just a second, let that UV charge up, and then turn it off. Ooh.
Nice.
Whoa.
Make the rocks glow in the dark, which is pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. Okay, let's turn them back on real quick.
No.
I know, the dark's pretty cool.
Sometimes when I see it in the dark, it's like when I wake up
In the mornings.
and turn on the lantern when I'm still awake in the night. It's like super bright. It's like,
Like the what? Oh yeah, with the wings. I've never noticed that before. That's pretty cool.
an angel, huh?
It does.
Which one?
That one right there.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
so we're gonna start on our way back out of the cave. We do have a couple stops still, so we're not completely done. But relative to us coming in, we will be faster going out, just because we won't stop in every single room. But yeah, but we're still gonna be taking breaks before huge staircases, so we don't kill ourselves going back out. So let's go. This slope up here, super, super slippery on the way down. So you need to be super careful.
Wait.
Okay, go stand by that. I'll take a picture.
Do you know what? Do you mind if you take a picture, a full family?
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, it's filming, and so just yeah, from here. So it's filming, and you can just push the photo
top
thing.
button right
Yeah,
there.
the top one.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Let me get a hold of that. Yep, absolutely.
Right there.
Okay, let's see. How do you do? Oh, flash is right there.
Oh yes.
Okay, awesome. I would say smile, but I can't see it. Can she pull down her hood? It's just got that reflective thing on top. Okay,
No,
perfect.
No, don't take
Yeah, keep the mask up though.
Oh, okay.
Yep, keep it up. Yep, thank you. Okay,
Okay.
ready? 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay, I just got a couple just in case.
Yes.
Yep.
Thanks.
Awesome. Oh, I forgot to turn the flash off. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Awesome. Let's keep going. I'm definitely no pro when it comes to pictures, but I've definitely taken a ton of them. Okay, this is that slippery slope right here.
Oh, this is from my mask. And we'll all the fall.
So this formation is kind of lava tunnel, right?
No, so it's actually formed through water erosion.
Just water?
Yep. there are definitely tons of caves that do form through lava, like lava tubes. They call them lava tubes. This one isn't one of those.
Just water.
Yeah.
Just water and mineral and that kind of stuff. Okay.
Yep. Okay, let's start up the stairs. Yeah, so limestone, which is this type of rock,
Nena, wait for mommy. Nena.
it's pretty cool. Here, wait 1 second.
Nena, wait for mommy.
Limestone can only form underwater. So what we're standing in is actually the remnants of an ancient seabed. It existed like the whole time the dinosaurs were alive, and even before then. The cave itself, though, didn't start eroding out until around 80 million years ago, which still a long time ago. But it is still forming today. Every time a water droplet falls, it's still forming the cave.
Is any chance to found another kind of cave like this in this area?
Oh, for sure. So anywhere that there's limestone, there's probably caves in it.
Okay.
Yeah. Right there.
So how you get in over there? Because for that area, for the.
So you
But,
don't go through there, obviously. I mean, nobody
Yeah.
can fit through there. Maybe like a little bit. But on this right side right here, you can kind of see how it wraps around. That's how you get in, back here.
So how deep is that again?
40 feet down.
40 feet down.
Yep.
Okay, that is in that corner. All right. 40 feet down. Wow.
Huh?
So cool.
Okay, I'm gonna stop right here again. Just to catch my breath.
Make sure to not catch coronavirus.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that. Stairway to heaven.
The only good thing is, when we go back to the car, there's actually some slides that whenever you want to catch coronavirus, you can wash it all
The disinfectant wipes. Yeah, those are good. Okay. So, we're going to start up these stairs. Please just take it at your own pace. We're not in any rush to get back out. When we get to the top, we're going to go around a little bit of a turn up to where the handrails start again. And those are the short handrails, so we can lean and sit on those to take a break, which will be nice. Okay, let's go.
We are going to heaven, right?
Yes.
Good.
It's a much harder climb than everyone said.
I'll go behind Bethany.
Come back on the deck. Brett, come back here. Brett, come. You'll come here. Go behind Mom.
Come on, Nana. Go with mommy. $73 step up. ¿Así se dice? Are you okay? Are you okay? Asthma? Okay. It's only 12 more. Do you need another break? Yeah, you need to. So she have little asthma, so she needs to take it easy.
I'm okay.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
I'm okay.
She's
Thank you, though.
Oh, make room for the rest of the people.
Yeah, that stairway's not easy.
Nena, wait, no. Nena.
We're not going quite yet. Just want to let everyone take a quick rest. Nobody left behind. You feel like a Rocky Balboa at the top?
Yeah, pretty much. Dun, 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 dun.
So we're going to slide up to our next stop. It's only about 150 feet from here. Pretty flat, except for this little staircase right here.
Okay. Nena, you need to go behind the guide. Right there is a vacant.
No, I have to take a picture of you right there with the fish.
Big one. Bacon, regular bacon.
Puppy, stand right there with the fish and take a picture.
Okay, it's filming. Film and take a picture. Okay. Nena, come on. Johnny, come.
Go right there.
Not this again.
Oh, come on.
Wait.
Oh.
Okay,
that's
1,
right.
2, 3. Alrighty.
Cheese. Thank you. Don't pause. ¿Lo
Really,
pausaste?
really quickly.
¿Lo pausaste?
This stop,
Good.
super cool because this stalagmite right here is the only rock in the entire cave that you are allowed to touch.
No
It's
way.
been so close the past few years, people have reached over the handrail, broken the rules, touch a rock. Now it's totally dead, and we all get to break the rules and touch a rock. If you're worried about germs, which we're all a little bit worried about germs right now, I promise you the rock is not any dirtier than the handrails you've been holding the whole time. So if you like to touch it, go ahead. Just please wash your hands with hand sanitizer and soap up top. We've got plenty at the booth.
Sorry. Flash right there.
Wait, touch it, Rosie.
Come on, Nena.
Go for it.
Touch it, touch it. It's the only one you can touch. It's the only one you can touch. Come on.
Don't miss your
Come on.
chance.
Come on, Nena. It's the only one you can touch.
No, I don't want to. Feels like
Why not?
wash our hands after that.
Oh, come on. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow.
Kiss.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
It's cold, but it feels so good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Watch out, Bobby. Oh, Nena, you lost a chance. Why not?
Fine, I'll go back.
Okay.
Okay, go, go,
Go, go, go, go, go. Go, go, go.
Were you gonna film it?
Yes. So she changed her mind and she went to touch. Okay, wait your turn. Wait your turn. Wait your turn.
It's nice and smooth.
Yeah. Yeah, you're touching it. Come on. Woohoo. Nice. That's so cool.
Pat on the head.
Nice. Yeah. Awesome. We'll take a picture. Nice. Just be careful then, okay?
Daddy.
Because this type of rock, only forms underwater, we have lots of like fossilized coral and shells and stuff like that.
Is this like that baking stuff?
Yeah. A lot of times the bacon and the stalactites kind of fuse together. Hey, really quick. If you look up on your right side, up in the blue lights, you can see a formation that looks like a big castle. We call that formation Elsa's Castle from Frozen. It used to be called Kermit's Castle back in the day. It used to have green lights all over it. I don't know why, because I don't think Kermit tried to write a castle. But about 5 or 6 years ago, we switched it because we started to realize that most of the little kids, which is who were trying to catch their eye with this kind of thing anyways, for the most part didn't really know who Kermit the Frog was anymore. But they all know Elsa, so we switched it over. Hey, let's keep going.
So cool.
Where's Olaf? I don't think Olaf's on there. I can show you real quick though. It does fit. So
What?
this one right
There's
here
fossils here.
kind of looks like that giant
Fossil?
ice monster.
Where?
She has guarding
There's
it,
3 right there.
and then
There's
she's
one
got
right
that big
there.
staircase right
You
here.
Where?
see them?
That's
Which I
funny.
think would make
Oh,
this
yeah,
Arendelle
right
with
there.
that little flag.
I saw them first.
That's so funny.
Nice.
And there's a whole bunch over there that I saw.
Where's on it outside?
They're inside the castle. That's cool, huh? I didn't really notice the bluebird coming down, did I?
You're all focused on this side, I think.
That was a good workout.
Yeah, it was.
So yeah, so I did, well, they do. They have like a 100-mile radius. Yeah. But when I graduated, I had, I don't know, it's kind of a weird situation. My GPA and my ACT were high enough that I didn't get offered that. I got offered like 90% for 3 years. And they were both doing well. Like they're both polling well. Or like getting delegates. Pete more than her.
I think she's looking for food. Or he, I don't know.
No, I mean for that longest while, it looked like it was gonna be a landslide. It was like, I think they're deciding, basically that kind of like put the nail in the coffin was South Carolina. It went like, overwhelmingly